G'day, podcaster. Liam here. Belle ripped her ass, and she'll tell us more about that in Serious Injury, Silly Reason. It's always a fun one to come back to. We give the shitty idea wheel a spin. It's one of our favourites so far. Well, it's one of Ben and myself's favourites anyway. And Donald Trump calls through again. Yeah, you know. Enjoy.
Live across Australia. This is Ben, Liam and Belle's Late Drive
on Nova.
Oh my God, $150 million Powerball tonight.
Give us a buzz. 13 24 10. If you've ever won the lottery, bit of a long shot. You could maybe call us from your yacht.
Yeah.
Man.
It's an insane number, $150 million.
And they reckon 1 in 2 Australians have bought a ticket. Have you bought a ticket, Belle?
No.
Have you bought a ticket, Ben?
I have not.
Neither. So that's a lie. So that stat is a lie. And we actually have a call. Oh man. Rob joins us now. Rob, you've won $1 million. No way. When did this happen?
About 4 weeks ago now, I think.
4 weeks ago.
Oh, so it's fresh. Oh, that's good.
So, wow, so you got $1 million. How does it work? Do you have the money yet? How long does it take for the money to be processed?
It takes 2 weeks. 2 weeks process to get it through. They clear it, give you a chance to settle down so you don't just blow it.
Yeah.
And then it comes into your account. Yeah, they're really good about it, though.
So, Rob, we hear stories about people that win the lottery and they keep anonymous, they keep quiet, they don't even tell anyone. What was your approach? $1 million, did you shout it from the rooftops?
Kept it just a close family. That's all, just close family. Because, we live in a small town. I don't want everyone to come say, give us money, and why not me?
100%, I'm curious, have you gone for the squirreling it away approach or have you gone for the buy a few cool things approach?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
So I paid off the mortgage for a start because I had a pretty substantial mortgage.
Yep.
And then just decided buy myself a little play toy car, so that was good as well.
Oh,
you say little play toy.
Yeah.
What are we talking here?
Oh, an AMG Mercedes. I had to get one of them.
Oh, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds good.
Yeah, I do. It's the classic, I've got $1 million type car.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it changed our life incredibly, so it is a bit of a bizarre story, but a good story.
And Rob, now that you have won it, would you ever do it again, or you're like, once is enough for me?
It's fun. It's funny like that, because it's like reality is I don't really want to chase anymore. I'm content with what I've done.
Look, Rob, congratulations again. We are so happy for you. Thanks so much for sharing your story.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Donald Trump, he is furious about this new biopic that's being made over in the States. He's not happy with how it's depicted him. And so we are lucky enough here on Nova to get him on the show.
Hello, how are you, Ben and Belle?
Doing very good, Trump. Always glad to have you on the show. Now, this biopic, have you seen it?
Look, I have, and quite frankly, it's disgusting. It's stupid, made by losers. A lot of people are saying that. It's propaganda, frankly, and you know who's responsible?
Who?
Xi Jinping and China.
Really?
You do blame him for a lot of stuff. In the movie, you're played by Sebastian Stan. In your opinion, who should have played you?
Maybe Jason Momoa. I like him. He's a big, strong man. A lot of people say there's a lot of resemblance there, me and Aquaman.
The hair's pretty different.
In my younger days, a lot of people say I looked a little like Khal Drogo, the Dothraki in Game of Thrones. I like that show.
Well, if you keep going the way you're going, Trump, with the fake tan, you're going to be even more similar than you realise.
That felt racial. I'll caution you on that one. I'll caution you there.
Look, in the movie, you're seen to be receiving liposuction and hair transplants. Any of that true?
No, I'm all natural. This is a natural body. I work very hard on my appearance, and Stan is all natural. I don't use Bondi Sands. That's fake news.
I felt like a plug.
A hair plug.
That's quite enough of that. I don't like that.
Sorry.
I tell you what I would like to see. I'd like to see a Sleepy Joe biopic. And you know who could play him?
Who?
Marlon Brando.
Isn't he dead?
Exactly. A stiff corpse. It would be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect. I'd pay to see that myself.
All right, Trump. Well, as always, pleasure getting you on Late Drive on Nova.
Thank you. Wonderful. You're good friends of mine, quite frankly. Thank you.
13 24 10. Serious injury, silly reason. Give us a buzz if you've got one. Ben, Liam, I've got one at the moment, and I can't show it to you.
One of those ones, is it?
Yeah. No, it's right at the top of my crack.
Top of your crack.
Of my,
Top of your
my
crack.
bum. Yeah.
Oh, you could probably show us that. I don't think that's too rude.
Yeah?
Like,
Oh,
like
I mean-
plumber's crack.
Do you
Yeah.
want to see it?
Oh, I'm not asking, but I'm like, yeah. The further down the crack, the more dangerous it is, of course. But the top is, that's pretty innocent.
Yeah,
I
if you had damage to the eye of Sauron, I wouldn't be asking to
No.
see it.
Certainly not. Yeah.
That's Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No,
But he's
it's
talking
like,
about your asshole. That's what.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's two 50-cent coin size, red raw, full on hectic carpet burn. I'm wearing leggings today. I
Ouch.
can't sit properly.
As in, either side of the crack or
Either
in
side,
between.
yep, and in the middle as well.
Ow.
The whole thing is
So it's sort of rubbing on each other.
yeah.
Do we want to ask how you got that?
I did too many sit-ups at the gym, and I got carpet burn. And it's but every time I sit down and every time I try, I haven't slept 2
Did you
nights.
not have a mat down there?
I did. We just kept going, and we did minutes straight, and then you had weights and stuff, and then I don't know. An hour later, I was like, oh, this really hurts. And now it's to the point where you don't realize how much you use that part of you. I can't sit down. I can't sit because it really hurts.
All right, 13, 24, 10. Serious injury, silly reason. Cassie in Sydney, what happened?
Oh, it's actually so dumb. I was playing The Floor is Lava with my nephew, and so I was on the couch, fell, and actually have broken something in my ankle. And now I've been in a moon boot for about a month. There's another at least 2 weeks before they even make any decisions. So it's just the dumbest thing.
I love
So
that.
stupid.
And as you're rolling around screaming on the floor because your ankle's at sideways, your nephew's going, wow, she's really getting into the, yeah, it is lava, but you're really hamming it up there.
Cassie, you're in the draw for 10K a day in May, all thanks to Liberty. Andrea, you're 12 years old. Serious injury, silly reason. What happened?
So I was at the park and I wanted to go high on the flying fox, so I pushed myself off and then I got to hold on to the flying fox and fell off.
Yeah, that's a key part of the flying fox, isn't it? Holding on.
You got to hold on, otherwise you're a falling fox, which is different. Yeah.
What kind of injuries did you sustain?
I got a broken shoulder.
Whoa,
Oh.
dude, was that at school?
No, it was at the park.
Oh, Did you get a bit of time off school, though?
Pardon?
Did you get some time off school?
Yeah, I think I got 2 or 3 weeks off school.
Nice.
Oh, that's generous.
That's pretty good. I might go break my shoulder.
All right, keep your calls coming through. 10K a day in May. You go in the draw if you get involved. Serious injury, silly reason. Madison in Sydney. This is your partner. What happened?
So my partner was a carpenter at the time, and one of his co-workers was trying to distract him and telling him a bit of a funny, dirty joke. As he was doing it, he was cutting some wood with a grinder, and because he was distracted, he moved, and the grinder slipped into his thumb, and he cut 90% of his tendons in his hand.
Oh, got in there good.
Because he was. That's.
Bet you it was a funny joke.
I bet it was really funny.
Yeah, but come on.
Madison,
that
was it
gonna
funny?
happen.
Was it a funny joke?
Look, I don't know. I think it was a pretty dirty joke from what I gathered. The boys didn't really want to tell me, so I think it was kind of for the boys.
Yeah, okay.
I bet you it was absolutely foul, Madison. How bad you think it is, it's probably a lot worse.
Renee in Sydney, serious injury, silly reason.
I was mowing the lawn and the axle that the wheel's on popped out, and I tried to jam it back in with the mower, and it wasn't going in, so I leant down, I don't know why, it was still running with my hand, and I tried to push it in, and it got 4 fingers.
Oh! As in, are we talking completely off?
So they cut the tops of all 3 of them. It took the fingerprint and the nail off my middle one completely.
Oh.
The ring finger, I lost half of it.
Oh my God!
Did you get it back? Did you grab it out of the lawn and take it to the doctor and get it back on?
I had just moved there, so I screamed that loud I met the neighbours. I didn't even have an idea where that finger went. It was gone.
Oh, so you never found it?
Nah, while the ambulance was putting me in, my neighbour finished off mowing the lawn for me. So
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Probably rinsed it all around the lawn. It sort of sounds like, you say you don't have fingerprints anymore. It sort of seems like you might get contacted by the CIA, like Jason Bourne, to do like lots of crimes and that because no one can identify you.
Wow, Renee, great story. You're in the draw for 10K a day in May. Coming up in the next hour, Belle, what are you excited for?
I'm personally very excited for the shitty idea wheel.
Yes, I love that. We've got a big wheel here in the studio with all our worst ideas. We spin it and we guarantee we'll do whatever it lands on.
Yeah, last week it was call us with something that'll make us go, ah. And then the week before that it was give us an impression from Shrek. So they are pretty bad.
The idea I want it to land on tonight, fingers crossed, is how low can you make your voice go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would be good. People come on and talk like this. Yes. Well, that was Belle. That's actually really good. Ben and Belle, this is cool. An Australian city has been voted the second best city in the entire world. And the best in Australia. Yep. You guessed it. It's Canberra.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah, Canberra. Canberra's the best. Second best in the world.
Good on you, Canberra.
Yeah. Forget about Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Perth. No. It's Canberra.
I went to Canberra once. It was great.
Well, it's probably just a bit more peaceful.
What'd you
slower,
do there?
Isn't it?
There was the lake. There's the lake.
Burley Griffin, yeah.
Lake Burley Griffin.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, there's lots to do in Canberra.
Oh,
I'm sure you're thinking of all the things that you're doing. Yeah. Well, Canberra Tourism are stoked, and they have really leaned into it, and they've actually just released this new multi-million-dollar ad.
Now officially Australia's most exciting city, Canberra. Why go to the rides at Movie World in the Gold Coast when you can roll down one of the many grass hills in Canberra? Why go and see the Harbour Bridge when you can see the Telstra Tower in Canberra? Lake Burley Griffin and other bodies of water in Canberra. See one of our roundabouts in Canberra. We even have Subway now in Canberra. Come in and take in all the sights like the Australian Treasury Department, where you can pose with one of the many bureaucrats.
Oh my God, is that member for Murrumbidgee, Ed Cox? Wow.
It's possible in Canberra. Visit Questacon in Canberra. Parliament House. Canberra. Yes, you can have it all in It's shitty idea, we'll come an idea so bad it'll blow your mind, it's shitty.
We like to say lower your expectations at this point of the show. These are all Ben, myself and Belle's worst ideas. In fact, they're shit. And we've put them on this wheel. We give it a spin. Whatever it lands on, we do.
There's some real honkers in there. In fact, during that song there, during Benson Boone, Belle even said, do we take some off? Because she was worried about him. She was worried about him not working.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a few on there that if realistically, like if it did land on that, we'd be like, we really don't want to do that.
Well, we'll work it out. That's part of the fun, you know? You sort of work it out on the fly.
All right, Liam, you give it a big old spin. Let's see what we're doing tonight.
All right, here we go. Tonight we're doing...
It's the one I said.
It actually is.
Tonight we're doing, oi, what do you got there?
So that is, I'll be totally honest, that is the one that Belle said, will that work?
I cursed it.
Yeah, you said, can we do that? And I said, I think it'll work.
Yeah,
because
so...
for me, it's kind of like show and tell. So 13, 24, 10. Oi, what do you got there? So if you have something and you would love to call the radio station and you tell us what you got, we'd love for you to call.
Yeah, and like, if you think no one's going to call for this, like, because you're right, they probably won't. So, like, if you do have something in your hand at the moment, it's a bit weird. Or it's just something normal. That's fine.
Also,
13, 24, 10.
I also think maybe we're underselling it. What if people are listening at work or at home and they've got a really cool thing they could tell us about?
Well, imagine if this is a bit morbid, but we're like, "Oh, what do you got there?" And they're like, "A cadaver." And we're like, "Oh my god, call the police! Call the police! Call the police!"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "No, I work in a morgue and I listen to Late Drive with Ben, Liam, and Belle on Nova." You know, I don't know. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, well, all right, to sweeten the deal, if you give us a buzz, our favourite caller will walk away with a Frank Green lucky bag.
Yep, no calls yet, so your chances of winning it are very high.
What? Okay, practice run. Liam, what do you got there?
A pen.
It'll be better than
I don't
that.
know. Some people would have better stuff.
It'll be better than that. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. We want to know, oi, what do you got there?
Oi, Alice in Melbourne, what do you got there?
I have a thermocoupler.
What's that?
It's something that we use to test the temperature of concrete when we're pouring it so that it doesn't overhydrate.
Oh, so you're a concreter.
I'm an engineer.
Oh, there you go. Oi, Naya, what do you got there?
So I've got a food brush.
A what, sorry?
So it's like a artisan brush from like Japan. There's from all over Asia, but they're like specific animal hair brushes. So they come in like psycho goat hair or like grey squirrel or like...
And what animal is yours?
I have a few. I kind of picked it up as a hobby.
What's your
And
favourite?
they're kind of pricey.
What's your favourite?
Linsky. It cost me $300 for a brush, but it's just, I don't know.
What was the animal? Sorry, I missed it.
So there's goat hair, there's grey squirrel, there's like, well, there's different types of squirrels. It's just that odd thing. My sister thinks I'm a bit crazy about it.
I didn't think you'd have that when we said, what do you got there?
I wasn't expecting squirrel brush. Oi, Donna in Sydney, what do you got there?
We have a big hot bag of juicy KFC for dinner.
Oh, what have you gone, Donna? What have you gone?
We've gone the spicy boneless chicken wings, the nuggets, and of course the traditional hot bread roll.
Oh, you can't bloody go wrong. I bet you're drinking gravy on the side. My God.
Of course, to dip the hot chips into, nothing better.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just me or am I getting KFC tonight?
It feels like it.
Oh, it really does.
Finger looking good. Unsponsored. Lockie.
Unless they want to sponsor us again.
Yeah, would love that. Lockie, you're only 13 years old. You're up a bit late. What do you got there?
My pet python.
Whoa!
Pretty cool, man.
What's its name, Lockie?
Spike.
Spike. That's cool.
Oh, I heard Buck.
What was it again, Lockie?
Spike.
Oh, yeah.
Spike.
You're right.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for clarifying that one, Lockie. Does your snake eat KFC?
I don't know.
What does he eat?
Little mice and what is it? That's it, I think.
Yeah, right. Did you like just catch mice or did you have to go to the pet store?
Pet store.
Pet store, yeah, right.
Sick one.
Pretty cool.
Nice, man. Does all the kids at school know you as like the snake kid, or have you got other friends with snakes as well?
Not really. I've only got friends that has a lizard.
Oh, yeah, which is not as cool as a snake. Like, I
Yeah.
bet your friend with the lizard wishes he had your python for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're just like listening to the radio, you got your python out, just hanging out.
Yeah.
That's sick, man.
That's cool,
I
Lockie.
love that, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Well, why don't we give Lockie the Frank Green lucky bag?
Yeah, Lockie, you can have... Yeah, no worries. The Frank Green Lucky Bag. It's back and it's got your chance to win $50,000 as well. You can search frankgreen.com.au. T's and C's apply. But, Lockie, that is all yours. It looks amazing.
Can your python press buttons on the phone? Like, can it press the keypad?
I don't know.
Nah,
Probably.
that's all right. You didn't have to try that. It's fine.
Would have been pretty cool.
Would have been very cool. And that is another edition of the Shitty Idea Wheel.
I like it because you spin it and then you end up talking to like a kid with a python or some like a mum having some
Yeah.
KFC. Like you never know where it's going to go.
Absolutely. Earlier in the show, we were talking about serious injuries, silly reasons. If you missed the calls, pop them all in the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast. We had a woman who shared a story about a lawnmower and she lost a bunch of fingers.
Yeah.
And we're still getting calls for this. So 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you have a story to share.
Sam in Brizzy, what happened to you?
I was at the aqua park with my kids on those giant inflatables. I made it all the way to the end. The siren had sounded and everybody was getting off. I waited for everyone to get off so I wouldn't fall over. And as I was getting over, I slipped and I tore my meniscus and my MCL in both of my knees simultaneously.
Oh, damn. Double. You would have gone down like you'd been shot in the head. That's like, you're just like a baby deer just on ice, you know? Wow.
And you made it the whole way, right at the end.
Double.
Just getting out.
Like in both, like not one held up. They both failed you. Oh, wow. Megan in Melbourne, this is your son. He had a pretty serious injury for a silly reason.
He did. He was out on the street playing with all the kids on the street. We live across the road from a nursing home and there's a big fire hydrant outside.
Mm-hmm.
The kids used to climb up on top of the fire hydrant. They'd swing from the tree. He did that. He slipped and fell and he impaled himself on the handle of the fire hydrant. He was hanging there through his butt cheek.
Hilarious.
Well told, Megan.
Butt boy. Oh, yeah, that's hard in front of all your mates. Oh, man. Oh, at least it's a meaty bit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Hannah in Adelaide, what's your serious injury for a silly reason?
Hi there. So about 15 years ago, I was working on farm and I was just not really paying attention. I was loading some sheep up in a race drenching and one snuck through and did a nice little bounce through the gateway and knocked me out cold.
Bang.
Yeah. So I had a concussion for a day or two and was feeling a little bit ashamed and not too well.
Yeah, it must have just caught you in the right spot, I suppose.
Bet those lamb chops tasted good, though.
Yeah. I'm sure there would have been some severe repercussions for that one.
Hannah,
okay.
Thank you very much. Renee in Melbourne, what was your serious injury from a silly reason?
Hi, my serious injury for a silly reason was when I was in primary school. I decided to cook a chicken Kiev at about 10:30 at night and dropped the tray onto my leg and put myself having 4 surgeries and being in a wheelchair for 8 months.
You were in a wheelchair for 8 months for dropping a hot chicken Kiev on your leg.
Yeah, it was a tray with all the oil and the garlic, so I had to have a skin graft and about 4 quarters of injections.
I mean, Renee, you said you're in primary school, but you're cooking this at 10:30 at night. I mean, that's just...
Yeah, because I was hungry.
But you should probably keep your primary school age children away from cooking with hot oil, even if they are hungry for a chicken Kiev. That's a mum and dad job for sure.
Well, Renee, you're in the draw for 10K a day in May. Thank you very much.
Wheelchair.
Ben, Liam and Belle's longest goal. You didn't say it right. Oh, sorry. Goal!
Say yes to seeing AC Milan versus AS Roma at Optus Stadium on May 31 because with Optus, it starts with yes.
That's better.
Imagine that. Heading to see AC Milan versus Roma in Perth. Flights and accom sorted. We're doing the longest goal. Sally in the Central Coast, you are our carryover champ. You did 50 seconds yesterday. That's unfathomable.
Oh my goodness, I'm shocked in myself, but I'm so keen.
Are you confident in the time you have set?
Look, you can never be too confident, but I'm going to hope to God that I'm just up ahead.
Okay, Sally, the person who's trying to beat your time of 50 seconds tonight is Daniel in New South Wales. Good evening, Daniel.
Yeah, hey guys, looking forward to it. How we doing?
Yeah, well, mate, you're an AC Milan fan, is that true?
I'm a huge fan, yep, and the father's a Roma fan, so very excited.
Incredible. I'm a Liverpool fan. Remember what happened in Istanbul in 2005?
Yeah, we try not to remember that game. Bring it up.
Yeah, blew a 3-0 lead at halftime and won the Champions League. Good times.
That we did, thank you.
Well, Daniel, we're going to need you to really find a second gear here. Now, look, I'm sure you would love to go to that game. I'd love to go myself, to be completely honest. Sally has laid down 50 seconds. So we're going to need you to beat that time. No breaths taken, but whenever you're ready, hit us with your longest goal.
We'll do 50 seconds. Wow, okay, here we go. Goal!
sorry.
We're
You're
just-
about 25 seconds.
We're waiting for the final time, but we know it wasn't long enough. You posted a time of 27 seconds. So no good, Daniel, but thanks for playing, mate.
All the best. Thank you.
But the good news is, Sally, you're still our champion.
So good. Woohoo!
I think if anyone's going to take Sally on, you have to go with the low tactic.
Yeah.
You have to go. You can't be too loud.
Absolutely. If you want to try, make sure you register novafm.com.au. There is one more chance to beat Sally's time tomorrow.
Say yes to seeing AC Milan versus AS Roma at Optus Stadium on May 31, because with Optus, it starts with a yes.
We'll catch you tomorrow, Sally.
Thanks, guys.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.